Hi guys, welcome back to another Explain 12 video. We have been doing a couple of P3D as of late, and as we are more recent than that, I've had a bit of a break from flight simming, taking vacation, and that has included of course a break from the daily routines, which includes flight simming. But today we're back, and we're gonna do a short flight with the Toliss A321 CO or CEO. So not the Neo, but the CO. And we are today flying for Airwego, one of the virtual airlines that I usually fly for, a fictional one. And we're flying from Manchester to Stavanger in Norway. So quite a normal kind of short flight, maybe a bit longer than my usual ones, but not too long. And we're doing the walk around now, just quickly. And as you can see, we have the majestic Toliss A321 here on display, looking pretty nice. This livery is for the Explain 11 version, so I'm not sure if there's any kind of weirdness that shouldn't be here. One thing to note is it's also made for Neo version, so that's why the engines are kind of non-colored. I had to switch that out since they don't support the Neo for this route. And I wanted to do a short flight. But as you can see, it's a good looking aircraft, very similar to the A320. Another cool fact with today's flight is it's going to be the first time I'm going to try out the COSP sound pack or sound set. And I've heard good things about it, so I'm really looking forward to trying that one out. And other than that, not much to mention. We don't have a lot of. We have a TUI 737, a 777 Pakistan. What is it? International, yeah, airlines. What's the 300 ER? Yeah, so a very stretched out version. And yeah, that's it about the in terms of scenery. I think we have the Aerosoft one, got it for free. Been saving up those packs, or not packs, but what are they called, the point system from the Explain store. And yeah, with that said, we can get started. I'm gonna go ESC, and I'm gonna jump into the cockpit. I've set up some nice viewpoints, nothing too special, kind of the ones I always have, a bit of a variety maybe, so nothing too unique, but it should be pretty nice. And actually one thing to mention actually with Explain with the new update, I think they finally added a setting so you can kind of remove the zoom with the scroll wheel. That's pretty good actually. So I'm gonna have a look at that at some point, because it does frustrate me sometimes when I'm trying to, you know, move a switch and it zooms in instead. But apart from that, what I wanted to check was my sound, and just to see that my radio and sound device are different and that these are okay. I'm just gonna go back to, I think I used 32 as my normal volume. And it's been a while, or I've flown a couple of flights in Explain. I haven't uploaded anything though, but hopefully this will go alright. The sound is already sounding a lot better than the default one, so that's actually great to see. In terms of, well, let's just wait to have everything kind of starting here. We can move these back while we wait. And we're on the beta version of Explain, 12.21 or something like that. And let's see. These switches doesn't have any sounds, which is correct, or in line with how it is in reality. We have the, oh, yeah, we do wanna turn those off. Crew supply, ground control. We can go to nav. So aligning. And we can maybe make the screens a bit brighter. Seem a bit difficult to see otherwise. So that should help. Is there anything we have off here that I am missing? Don't think so, right? Yeah, it's aligning. Good. And let's see, we don't have the most active database, but it should be fine. And if I remember correctly, the way we do this is by asking for the init request here, and we should be able to get everything kind of immediately. I've already set up our flight in the ACAR system for Airwego, so that's done. The question is, are we gonna get anything, or what's happening? It is in progress, and I've selected the correct airplane type. Oh no, I have not actually. So let me just try this quickly again. So I'm gonna generate the flight. And let's try now. It could have been the central tanks if I used the wrong version in that regard. But actually it might not be that. It could rather just be that I've you need to select that you ignore any sort of difference. Yeah, it's invalid. So I'm just quickly gonna on my account settings ignore the ARAC AC type mismatch. I'm gonna assume it's a mismatch in the nav data. That's probably causing the problem. So there we go. While we wait with the IRS aligning, etc., we can start our pack X. Nothing too. Let me see, that's probably wrong, right? It's N instead of G. Flight number. Cruising altitude, we're gonna go up quite high. Not sure how long the flight is, so I'm just gonna put in a reasonable estimate. We're doing the 21. We should have 137 packs, but I'm gonna do a bit less since it probably won't take that long. We probably have Wi-Fi. Pack X for the boarding music. And then for the safety brief. And we can start that. We have a bit of a discrepancy, but that's fine. We can check the weather. I'm gonna get the METAR. So at the departure it's 1019. I've aligned them all through the settings, so I don't have to change them all, just to save myself some work. We're gonna import the flight plan, and we are also gonna change our call sign. And just make sure that these are all aligned. And the best way to do that is just checking quickly. We shouldn't have any. No, we should have a SID. And then that one should be the Unboard. Yeah, 36. 05 left. Yeah, this is looking correct. can validate and file. And then we can connect to the sim. And hopefully it works without issues. Let's have a look on the outside. Yeah, looking good. It runs pretty well. It's around 43 FPS. I've noticed a decrease in FPS with the release of 12.2, even with the Toliss birds, so that's a bit unfortunate, but could be worse. I've noticed across the board, so I should probably tweak my settings a bit, but I already feel like they're very low. But it's a problem of using like 3 screens in a widescreen setup. Quite taxing on the system. Just noticed that we had it in kilos, and I actually want to have it in pounds, just because I'm used to that. So let's keep that. Let's double check here that we are getting the right data. That's the right block fuel. The zero fuel is also looking correct, so that's nice. We should have it here in the weight and balance. Do we though? No, do we have to put this in? I thought this was automatic. That's odd, because we want to have it automatically populate. Okay, c'est la vie. Thought it would work with the weight and balance, but I guess we can use this information to get the CG information. Should be fine at the end of the day. Okay, so what do we need to do? Let's see. The cockpit in the A321 looks very nice, similar to A320, much better than the A330 and the A340, which are unfortunately not really up to par. We can try the fire alarms. They seem to be working very nicely. Do you have the gas mask, or maybe that was just, yeah, that thing. Anything else we need to do? We can do the cargo smoke test. Does that work, or am I? Huh. No, maybe it does work. We can do the no smoking sign. The nav lights, turn that to auto. Have a look on the outside. Yeah, they look like they're working. Weather-wise, it looks like we'll have a very boring flight in terms of weather. Basically no clouds anywhere close by. At least not close to Stavanger. So you might not see any clouds almost, which is a bit sucky, because that's kind of the nice thing that's rendered in X-Plane, the clouds. But okay, let's focus on getting the flight plan correct. And one thing I didn't do was do the approach procedure in pilot to ADC, so that will do the ILS. And we're coming in through elbow, so we can just do a direct. So we'll load that and activate the approach. Okay, so we have that set. We'll check here. Yeah, okay, of course, aligned IRS. anything else we need to do? All of this looks correct. It's aligned now, so that's great to see. We can go on the lowest setting here. I'll put on the constraints. And what we'll do next is performance we can do last. We're gonna do the flight plan itself. And let's actually talk to ADC for that. Let's see if it works. Airwego 4003, ready to copy IFR clearance.
Airwego 4003 Heavy is cleared to Echo November Zulu Victor climb via the Pole 4 Sierra departure with the PWEL transition, then is filed. Expect departure runway 05 left. Climb to flight level 130 via the departure. Expect higher clearances 5 minutes after departure.
Okay,
Manchester Radar Director on 121.35. Squawk 6440.
And then from Unbud we're doing the arrival to ILS 36.
Airwego 4003 Heavy is cleared to Echo November Zulu Victor climb via the Pole 4 Sierra departure with the POL.
So now this should all be aligned.
Climb to flight level 130 via the departure. Expect
That
higher
looks
clearances
good.
5 minutes after departure.
130.
Manchester Radar Director on 121.35.
Let's get that data in.
6440.
We can keep that one
Airwego
on something.
4003 Heavy readback correct QNH is 1019er. Let us know when you're ready for pushback.
101.
QNH is 101 9er Airwego 4003 Heavy.
1019er. Am I stupid or is this one? How the hell do you? Sorry, squawk. Sorry. God, I'm totally going. That was QNH. Squawk was 640. 640, yeah. 6440. Okay, that makes more sense. We'll wait with the TARA until we're closer to the runway. Anything else? No, that should be fine. We'll put that on flight plan. This one we can do the... trying to think now. The performance one. So I think we should have the... let me just double check that Avitab actually got the EN. Should be here in the charts section. Now I'm a bit wondering, maybe it hasn't, maybe I need to do it like this. There we go, so we have the charts for the airport, probably a bit older. Let's see how old though. Well, you know, only 20 years old, should be fine. Takeoff performance. Let me see, I think most of these are aligned. Yeah. 1019. This is pretty much correct, so we can keep that. Takeoff weight though, are these aligned with the numbers we have from the sim brief? Let's see, takeoff weight 14. .7 CGs, that's aligned I presume. Auto on. Okay, good. We have that. Let's just keep on. Oh yeah, there's no another option on this one. Oh well, another biggie. What we'll do now is insert this information. Let's see if I can open this somehow. Maybe I can keep it. I'll look at it on the side screen. 39 and 42. So 139. 139. 142. Flaps. 1 up 0 2. Flex 63. So F663. Yeah, that was correct. Good. We have the data. We are basically ready to go. I'm just gonna expedite the boarding. I'm gonna start the APU.
No promises.
Get the beacon going. And the question is now 05 left. How long of a taxiway is it for that one? Airwego 4003 ready for pushback. Okay, it's not that long. Wait, are we we shouldn't be heavy. Let's say that. Airwego 4003 ready for pushback.
Airwego 4003 pushback approved.
Okay, we have that set up. The
Pushback
flap
approved,
is
Airwego
open.
4003.
Let's start the APU. I just wish this one looked a bit nicer as well, the pad. But I'm really a fan of the sound pack. It does, everything sounds a lot better. But let's see with the engines as well once we start getting pushback and all of that. Okay, the boarding is finished.
Good morning, ladies and
So that's
gentlemen,
good.
and welcome aboard flight 5097 with
Let's
service
have a look.
Norway. Our flight time will be roughly 2 hours.
The APU is almost ready.
Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, we can close all of these. I'll remove the ground handling stuff. Let's make sure it's all closing. Yeah, looks correct. The gate has disconnected. So now we just need to get the cargo doors down, and they're coming down. The APU is available. So that's good. External one off. Maybe something like this is a reasonable pushback. Okay, we're gonna get a pushback. Anything else we need to prep? We wanna lock the cockpit door, that's for sure. We should soon get a connection here. And there it is. Yeah, that was quick. Okay, have we forgotten anything? This is a late night flight in reality, even though it looks like it's a daylight flight. I just wanted to really get a flight in, since it's been a while. Seatbelt sign should go on. And I always forget to use these. Need to get better at that. Okay, we are, I guess, being connected now to the pushback tag. Let's ask for taxi clearance as well. Airwego 4003 ready to taxi.
Airwego 4003 runway 05 left. Taxi via taxiways Echo, Quebec, Delta, Alpha. Hold short runway 05 left.
Runway 05 left. Taxi
Okay.
via taxiways Echo, Quebec, Delta,
Shock
Alpha.
should be
Hold
off.
short runway 05. Left Airwego
And
4003.
parking brake should be off.
Starting pushback and you may start engine.
Okay, starting pushback and we may start engines. Let's just have a look quickly at that. We're still waiting for taxi. Okay, may start engine. That's okay. We should have started number 1, but well, we'll go with the old flow.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for the 46.
Okay, starting the second engine.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we require your full attention while we demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. When the seatbelt sign illuminates, you must insert
I wonder how
one into the other and fasten by pulling on
the
this
sounds
end
will.
To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle.
Maybe do it from the cockpit. That's like the best.
We may experience turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit.
Let's check the cabin maybe as well.
If you need to evacuate the aircraft, those can be opened by moving the handle in the direction of the arrows. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide, which may also be detached and used as a life raft. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will
Yeah, very
automatically
good
appear
sounds.
in front of you to start the flow of oxygen and pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the
Maybe a
elastic
bit
band behind your head and
noisy
breathe normally. If you're traveling
here
with
at
a
the back
child
of the
or
cabin,
someone who
but
requires assistance to
I
secure
guess
your
each
mask
to their
first and
own.
then assist the other person. In the event of an emergency, assume a
Okay,
bracing
I have a
position.
successful
Lean
start on
forward
the
with your
second
hands on
engine.
top of your
Let's
head
start
and your
number
elbows
1.
against your thighs with your feet flat on the
We
floor.
can arm the
A life
spoilers.
vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest.
Let's just check. We have explain map enhancement working, so we should have nice photoreal covering our flight. So even though we don't have nice clouds, we'll have photoreal.
Refill the vest, blow into the mouthpiece. Use the whistle and light to attract attention. At this time, your portable electronic devices must be set to aeroplane
Yeah,
mode.
this engine is starting as well.
We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight and tampering or disabling the smoke detectors located
Okay,
in the
very
toilets
good.
is prohibited by law.
Thus far,
You will
that's
find
good.
this and all the other safety information on the cards
Or so
located
far,
in the
so
seat
good.
pocket in front of you. If you have any questions, please
Parking
don't
brake
hesitate
set.
to ask one of our crew members.
Disconnecting tow.
We wish you all an
Stand by.
enjoyable
Module
flight with
ready.
Airwego today.
Interesting, I haven't looked what that's supposed to signal. Okay, we've set parking brakes. I'm gonna assume it's disconnecting now, the tug. Oh, and look at that, the old Thomas Cook. I flew with them once, I think. Or was it Condor? But pretty similar livery. And I guess part of the same group at that point. Not sure if they were rescued Condor. I know Wing was in Sweden. Okay, we are disconnecting. Did he move out of the way already? I don't think so. Okay, they were disconnecting. That's good.
Toliss disconnected. A bypass pin has been removed.
Yeah.
Signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Taxi lights, runway turn off lights. We'll do the radar. I'll keep terrain radar on the right one. You just need to remember that one. Normal mode. APU bleed off. APU master off. I was watching this most recent Mentor pilot one, so apparently right, if one of the generators is off, you would use, of course, the APU, have that on during the whole flight. And then you're also limited to a certain flight level. I think we are in the clear now. Yeah, I can see the tug moving. So let's get going. Let's see if we... Okay, I'm gonna start releasing the brake. So we are taxiing now. The question is, will it notice it in the system? Waiting for taxi. I guess we need to reach a certain speed. Let's see if the... Yeah. Now we're... Very good. It's working. Okay, we're on our way. The sounds are very good. Much better than default. They were on sale now. They cost 5 additional euros, so I decided to get them. 20 euros in total. So pretty good.
With 14 April, hello, pushback startup approved. Startup and pushback approved with 14.
The cabin is ready.
Yeah, it's looking correct, the taxi route. So we'll be going all the way down to the right. I think I've been taking off mostly from the opposite ones, right? 23. Is it 23 left or is it 27? Let me have a look. 23 right and left, yeah. And now we're gonna take off from 05 left. Yeah, looking good. Oh, we don't wanna, though. Taxi, totally off. Okay, one things we didn't do, but we can do as we are preparing is getting everything kind of set up appropriately in terms of trim, 0.2 and flaps. We should also use the chrono. And they want us to turn here, so we'll obey that. And apart from that, we also need to check with the cabin. And then do the takeoff config, and it's normal, so that's good. And throttle down a bit. But yeah, the sounds are really good with the engine. I love the ones in the cockpit as well, but yeah, very nice work with the engines for by COSP. Oh, and there's a nice Avro RJ or a BAE 146. Haven't noticed that before. Okay, so we'll just taxi down all the way, then turn to the left, runway 05 left, and then get going. Anything we are forgetting as we are making our way to the runway? Don't think so. I also saw that the Air India interim report was released, and apparently those fuel cutoff switches had been, well, either by mistake or with intention switched off, or you know, there's some electric that says that they have been switched. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what's the conclusion. Like someone said, cameras in the cockpit would be very useful in these situations. That's of course, yeah, I don't know. I guess you just don't want it to be like a suicide kind of thing. But let's see once we get the final report what's the most reasonable conclusion. Hard, of course, to make any assessment from afar. Okay, let's see if we're gonna get the handover. Airwego 4003, ready for takeoff.
Airwego 4003, contact Manchester Tower on 118.62, contact Manchester Tower on 118.62.
Okay, and we are ready. Look at this beauty.
Tower on 118.6.
Flying the compass.
118.62.
To Stavanger.
4003.
Airwego 4003, ready for takeoff.
Airwego 4003,
Yep, we have clearance.
060 and 3 knots.
Is everything looking okay
Runway
with our
05
ailerons,
left, cleared for
elevators?
takeoff, squawk 6440.
Yeah, looking good with the rudder as well.
Runway 05 left, cleared for takeoff. Squawking
And we're doing a flex
6440
takeoff.
Airwego 4003.
With the through 139 V1 and rotate, and then 142 as V2. So hopefully all should be fine, but let's we'll know soon enough. Okay.
On runway
Let's stop here. Yeah, looking good. Can you make this brighter as well? Yeah, thank God for that. And let's see, we don't want to do any PA announcement. Oh, this one we want to put on. So we have that on. And I think we're now ready to go. So let's wish us good luck. Let's see, we'll just make sure that the engine stabilizes somewhat. Yeah, looking reasonable.
SRS, auto thrust blue.
Man flex, SRS, climb. Okay, this should be fine. Knock on wood. I guess the Airbus is the most forgiving airplane, so maybe good to pick it as the first thing to fly after my little hiatus. Okay, 100 knots, checked. Check, check, check. 120. Okay. Rotate. Okay, we want to make sure we don't get a tail strike with the A321. It's a bit easier to do it. Okay. Gear coming up. Okay, looking good so far. Not the prettiest scenery, but it works. Yeah, looking good from this perspective as well. Very nice. Now we are on our way, climbing. We can go flap 0. The sounds are very nice.
Airwego 4003
That's good
contact
to hear.
Manchester radar director on 121.35.
Climb.
Radar director on
Yep.
121.35 Airwego 4003.
Okay, let's push down a bit with the nose. They want us to pick up a bit of speed, I think. Or the flight director.
Radar director Airwego 4003 climbing to flight level 130.
Yeah, looking good. Climbing to flight level
Airwego
130.
4003, good morning. Radar contact 4 nautical miles northeast of Manchester Airport.
Yeah, look at this beauty. Very nice. Let's see if I want to do a new... Maybe we can do this as thumbnail. Oh wait, did I now do the... What's it called? Let's see. Oh no, it went away. I managed to press the number 1 button without having the num lock pressed, so then you get this weird readout. Okay, they want us to keep altitude now. It's gonna be a bit boring. I'm gonna put the autopilot in command. Let's see how it interacts with the plane. Looks pretty good. At least we get nice views. I would want to increase the object density, but yeah, it's too demanding with the X-plane. As of now, it's not that important anyway, but of course it is nice.
Altimeter setting.
I think I would be okay if I didn't have to zoom in to get more details,
Airwego
but I guess it's just how the
4003
system
climb and
works.
maintain flight level 130.
Okay.
Climb and maintain flight level 130 Airwego 40.
And we can't climb yet, right? Because we're stuck until pole. It looks like it, at least. So let's wait for the time being. We can have a look at the pressurization. That looks correct. We have the red tape. Looks correct with the batteries. Economic flow on. Guess we can keep it at that. Other than that, it's looking good. And no hiccups or stuttering, which I really like with the Toliss birds.
Airwego 4003 climb and maintain flight level 130.
Climb and maintain flight level 130 Airwego 4003.
But can we force that? I don't.
Airwego 4003 contact Manchester Center on
I sometimes don't get how it works. Like, can I now override the restrictions?
On 118.77 Airwego 4003.
Let's not override them yet. We can though go to standard on that one. So at least we'll climb a bit. That looks very nice. I didn't know Manchester had these tiny hills around it.
Center Airwego 4003 climb to flight level 130.
I'm gonna put the ultimate altitude that we're gonna get, so we're ready.
4003, good morning.
What's wrong now? Altimeter setting is on standard. So that's fine. We don't need these lights, right? So we can put those
Airwego
off.
4003 climb and maintain flight level 130.
Climb and maintain flight level 130 Airwego 4003.
Descend to flight level 190. Descend level 190, Swiss 296.
Okay, let's see. Hopefully we can start climbing automatically after this waypoint.
Swiss 296, fly heading 270.
Okay, so we are now
270 for Swiss 296.
crossing pole.
Airwego 4003 climb and maintain flight level 130.
And now we're climbing again.
Climb and maintain
Finally.
flight level 130 Airwego 4003.
With the Morgan Swiss 289 ready, flight level 320, descending flight level 3 on the Scott Canning. With the Morgan Swiss 289 identified, proceed calling Canning to Gold. Canning to lift to Gold, Swiss 289. Your transport 982, descend to flight level 250. Descending flight level 250.
Okay, we are climbing again. Very nice to see. Let's see if we get higher clearances as we go higher and higher. I hope so. Still wondering if I should tweak some of these graphics settings, but I'll have to have a look at that at some point. Still haven't gotten the AA to work in any good capacity. So I'm just using the FX AA, also better on the performance. Which feels a bit weird since I have a 390, so you would think you could push it a bit harder, but oh well. Okay, we're gonna reach 10,000 feet pretty soon, and that means that we can go. Seatbelt signs off already, no clouds in sight, and we can turn off the landing lights. In terms of any other things we need to do, I'm just gonna wait to see if we get the higher clearances. We have about 1 hour of flight time left, assuming everything goes as planned. So I'm just gonna... we don't need to have that armed. What's the mode?
Airwego
EXMT may be
4003
good.
climb and maintain flight level 210.
210. Okay, good. We're getting at
Climb
higher
and maintain
clearances.
flight level 210 Airwego 4003.
Okay, so now we're just climbing. It's gonna be about a 1 hour flight. So I'm just gonna leave this for now. And I'll be back maybe in the middle just to check on it a bit, but otherwise just for the approach. It's gonna be a bit boring due to the fact that we'll have basically water under us most of the flight. Here it's pretty nice seeing northern UK. We're gonna fly, I think, quite close to Newcastle, is it? Eventually. Well, here the auto ortho looks very decent. The higher you get, the better. Of course, you can see some discrepancies, but nothing too bad. So I'll be back in a jiffy. And actually, before I go, let me just check. I'm gonna move this. Okay, good. Let me see, I'm just gonna close my Discord. Maybe that will give some better frames. I doubt it, but it doesn't hurt to try. And now I'm gonna leave you guys. I'll give you this viewpoint, and it's pretty decent. See you soon.
Airwego 4003 climb and maintain flight level 290.
Climb and maintain flight level 290 Airwego 4003.
113, contact ground 133.830. France 133.830, Sadia 11. Swiss 87 heavy descending 100. To the motor Swiss 87, alright, keep on proceed to Gipple. Alright, Gipple, Swiss 87. Sorry guys, just go ahead and check 138. Check 138, contact Shanghai 134 1260, 134 260, taxi 1, check 138,
Airwego 4003 climb and maintain flight level 390.
Climb and maintain flight level 390, Airwego 4003.
Airwego 4003 expect the UNBU-2 Tango arrival with the unbud transition for the ILS Zulu approach to runway 36 at Sola Airport. Descend to cross unbud at or above flight level 100, then descend via the UNBU-2 Tango arrival with the unbud transition to cross Pittig at or above 3,700 feet. QNH is 1019 at Sola Airport.
Expect the UNBU-2 Tango arrival with the unbud transition for the ILS Zulu approach to runway 36 will cross unbud at or above flight level 100, then descend via the UNBU-2 Tango arrival with the unbud transition to cross Pittig at or above 3,700 feet. QNH is 1019 Airwego 4003.
getting complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back for a list of complimentary premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. If you wish to make an additional purchase, we only accept credit cards.
It looks like 206 pulled up, thank you. ENZV 28 underground from Fremont, decimal 085. 531-285, Ethiopian 728 per day. Response 470, central flight level 130. Level 130 to South 47. Good evening, Cameron. 4 Papa Kilo, flight 0350, last now. Charles 4 Papa Kilo, stroke vehicle code 3605. 3605, Cameron, 4 Papa Kilo.
Hello guys, I have returned mainly because I need to check when our top of descent is, and it's coming up fairly shortly. So let's prepare our performance page for the approach, and the best way to do that is by getting the 80s from Windy at our airport, aka Stavanger, and it seems to be very similar weather as in Manchester, similar QNH, etc. So that's nice. Do we have to put the Celsius in? Nah. Wind very light. I'm mainly interested in how the landing itself is gonna go. I usually find it much harder to land in X-plane, and I do get regularly, or on a regular base, I get worse landings. But let's see. Positive. Gotta keep a positive attitude. We're landing ILS runway 36, right? Let's double check that with the flight plan though, just to make sure. 36 Zulu. I guess there wasn't that back during these times. 111.35. Yeah, that makes sense. 357. Maybe it's changed a bit. 001 back then. Minimums at around 229. I guess should be fine to use. I guess we're a C aircraft. 229 for the decision height. We have about 188 nautical miles to go. Yeah, looking beautiful. It's a very nice aircraft. The only thing I'm wondering about is if I should use that contrast, what's it called, the graphic, the robust contrast adaptive sharpening RCAS. I need to actually Google that, see what it does. RCAS graphics, let me see. Not much input on that. So I guess it's some sort of filter to improve image sharpness. So close up textures, you can see a subtle sharpening effect applied. So maybe it's nice. Let's give it a. Do we dare give it a go? Maybe we can give it a go. Let's see. Let's do 40%. Let's jump into the cockpit. Do we notice anything in here? Maybe tiny improvements. Can we see it like on a pixel level? It looks a bit better. How's it on the outside? It's definitely some improvement, and if we remove it, but it's just too subtle to notice. I think you noticed it a bit, but yeah, no, I can't really tell too much of a difference on those lower settings. Oh well. Let's have a look at the X-Plane forum. Not to check on this, but to see if there's any other updates on what's new. So Embraer E-Frighter is in development by X-Crafts. That's cool. That's very cool. The ERJ family version 2.0 is coming. Also very cool. Integrated sim brief dispatch. New custom pilots. X-Crafts hanging out together with Toliss and Flight Factor. That's very cool. Well, cool with the cargo variant, that's nice. But anything else? Firefighting, some sort of payware by FSX 3D. Okay, looks okay. Maybe not as cool as the tool that's available for P3D, which I should probably get at some point. And anything else? Not that much, unfortunately. In terms of landing performance, should we... I'm gonna guess it's fine, the 134 VAP, so let's just skip it. Usually not worth the effort. So it looks pretty good, the 737-400 for being a freeware one, but not sure I need one since I have the IXCG. The freeware DC-10 for X-Plane 11 looks very nice though. Hope it's gonna be released for 12, or maybe it's only for 12. I'm not sure if they changed that. Interesting, so Lorby already stopped selling a lot of their... At least they have the add-on organizer, which is very nice. But the firefighter one is discontinued, that sucks. I was planning on buying that, but I totally forgot to do it. But okay, good to know. So the firefighting one is no longer available by Lorbis. Okay, and we can start descending. I think we got clearance to something along the lines of 3,700. Yeah, decelerate. Probably gonna be a bit higher up now in terms of our deviation, but we should be able to make up. But yeah, it really sucks to see all of these nice payware kind of just disappearing. Okay, so no Lorby stuff to buy anymore. I think also Rex stopped selling their stuff, but I was able to find out about that. And I think the Golden Age simulation, whatever they were called, they stopped selling their stuff. I didn't ever buy anything from them though. Not really my type of flights, but I was thinking of buying one of the classics, specifically those with the biplanes. One of those would have been cool to have in the hangar. Let me see, P3D, Firefly. Is there some... Is there anything available? Doesn't look like there is. That sucks. So no freeware alternative. I wish if you removed the product you would add them as a freeware. But oh well. C'est la vie. But you also notice it in terms of the sales for P3D. There aren't that many anymore, which is a bit of a bummer. So then it gets really expensive to buy new products. At least it's nice to see that X-Plane still. So maybe this firefighting for X-Plane might be an option if I ever want to get into that. The only airplane I think I have for firefighting is the... I'm trying to check. I think it's the Roland Labori. Let me see which one I have. I have the CL215, I think. Yeah, that one. And that one's pretty cool, actually. You can drop the water thingy. I just wish I could have combined it with the firefighting. But oh well. He's also done the A400M. That's interesting. I wonder how good / bad that is. I think the 215 was pretty decent. Nothing super spectacular, but... Let me see, what's the interior model? So you can have an active flight plan, I think. But yeah, it looks a bit... I think he has a pretty decent model for Microsoft Flight Sim. I think the freeware one is probably better now. But I mean, if you look at this, it's not awful, but it's... yeah, really not the best. Let me see, A400 P3D. Some are saying it's better than the black, the BBS, was it the black box simulations, right? The A340 and A330, better than that. But interesting to see.
What will be your max number 370? You're in half of Bravo max 478.
Oh, I saw Mentor Pilot now had a live stream as well on the India report. I guess that's getting a lot of traction now. How much time do we have left? 17 minutes, 100 nautical miles. We're still quite far away from the airport, not much to see. We should probably soon start prepping a bit. I guess technically since we're going... Oh, yeah, we don't want to do that. But always good to get the heart beat erased or the blood pressure going up. There we go, below.
Hello, it's the Canuck 18 November flight level 400, Chance 18 November, control for this. I was talking 4460, Canuck 18 November. Chance 18 November, roger, identify interior, Lasno L650. Okay, Lasno L650, Canuck 18 November.
Okay, let's see. But all is going okay as of now. What was the transition altitude though? I didn't check that really. 5,000 probably? Maybe a bit higher? 7,000, okay.
Jet 3, Tango Lima, contact radar 136, Esco 015. 136, Jet 3, Tango Lima.
I'm just wondering if I would ever fly this Roland Laborde A400. Hard to say. Maybe? It looks pretty decent for... Oh, that's cool. Does it have like failure? Not bad. Maybe it's something I'm gonna get at some point when I really feel like I wanna splurge money on something. But yeah, I can't believe I missed the Lorby thing that they're gonna stop selling the firefighting one. I would have bought that one much sooner. Maybe I need to buy a lot of these P3D ones before they start going out of stop being sold completely. Still seems like a couple of the developers are continuing to sell though. But for example, I have a few of the Carnado ones I want to get. The B120 I've heard is pretty good for being a Carnado airplane. Maybe even the ATR-42 as well. Would be nice to have the cousin of the ATR-72. Or I guess the predecessor. Okay, we are descending. We are descending quick enough. Yeah, it's looking okay with the vertical deviations. That's nice. We don't need to look at that anymore. We should be seeing land soon enough, I think. I think maybe we can see a bit of the coast. Oh, maybe I should check if the field there, because they have the Embraer 145 version. If that's on sale. Nah, still 25 euros, not worth it. I do have the 135 and the 145 XRJ, so feels sufficient for now. But it does have a lot more liveries, the 145, so that's, I guess, a reason to get it. do I have any good airline add-ons left? I guess the main one I want to get is the iFly for the 737, 600, 700. I was never able to get a PMDG one, so those might be my only option. But there's a few. Just Flight has some good sales on their P3D stuff, mainly general aviation, but I think also some of the military ones. For example, the Canberra PR9 is a pretty good one, or looks pretty good at least. How is it looking now? It's looking okay. We have 30 nautical miles to get down to flight level 80. Then we're gonna do a bit of a, not a circling approach, but a bit of an S approach. Should be fine. Engine's looking good. Let's have a look also at the compass system. It's also looking good. I do wonder about the... Can we see seatbelt signs off? I guess I totally forgot to do that, but oh well. Let's put them back on again. The Boeing 314 Clipper has had some major updates. But it doesn't look as good as the P3D one I have, and I haven't really flown that, so yeah. Sue me. But yeah, it does deserve some love. Let's have a look at the index for the downloads for X-Plane 12. Any new releases? Not really anything. Yeah, really nothing for X-Plane 12. Some Dornier DO-X flying ship. Looks pretty cool, but nothing magnificent. But apart from that, yeah, basically nothing. Yeah, the Boeing 720. I need to fly that more. It's a beautiful aircraft. Still haven't featured it on the channel. Had a lot of problems with the engine start. I know a lot of other YouTubers also had the same, which I presume is why it's not featured as much. I also want to fly the Caravelle for X-Plane 12. I supported the Patreon guy, or the developer who's on Patreon, but that one is also a bit kind of in the hangar for now. There's only a few liveries, and still had some problems with it. But he's making great progress with it. The only thing I'm wondering is if... Let me see if there's been any updates. Because I got the early access one. But I don't get to see basically all the info, because then you need to be like a subscriber. Okay, he's had some setbacks and improvements lately, but I can't read that one. But it's basically a very nice kind of channel on Patreon. You can see kind of the updates. So I can totally recommend supporting this guy. There's no paid commercial, just trying to be nice, supporting the small what do you call it, the small developers. Okay, we are starting to get somewhere. I actually like the Airwego with the white engines. It's a cleaner look than having them. 'Cause I think the Neo version has them kind of like blue, and then with the logo. But I like kind of this more slimmed down look. Okay, let's see. We are getting closer and closer. But it's great to see that the X-Plane still, you know, has things, developers getting stuff out. I do think that whenever P3D reaches kind of the end of the life, you know, not able to fly most of the add-ons, etc., stuff starting to break down, and you know, it becomes too tedious to keep it running. I think X-Plane will be my go-to simulator. Guess it's very. It works very well.
We have begun our final descent to Norway. Flight attendants and passengers have to select any track one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seatback pocket or under the seat surfaces. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
But yeah, I guess at some point there'll be an X-Plane 13 as well, and then the question becomes, do you move to that, and how, you know, upgrade fees, etc, etc. So it's always, yeah, it's never straightforward. You gotta keep it somewhat cost efficient, or sensible as well. That's one of the reasons I'm not going for Microsoft Flight Sim, because even though in a sense you kind of save in a lot of the extra stuff, there's still gonna be always a new release, and then you'll be buying stuff and kind of continuing. Even though I think the price levels are more reasonable in Microsoft Flight Sim, so I'll give them some credit for that, and I guess there's a lot of freeware options, so it might be kind of the same as X-Plane. So I think it's more about, you know, choosing X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Sim going forward, or doing both if you have the money and means to do it. I mean, my kind of dream is to have an Airbus, I think an Airbus A320 kind of hardware simulator at home. Would be a bit boring, of course, just flying the same plane type, but would be amazing. Because I did go and fly with one of Finnair's plane simulators, and that was a lot of fun. It's just so different when you can kind of sit in that fake cockpit, so to speak. And I would really want to like model the full cockpit. Would be cool also to kind of add some of the front rows. That would be one way to kind of get the feeling of flying without actually flying. Okay, let's see. We are getting closer and closer. There's still some way to go. How bright is this one? Is this one a bit too bright? Hard to find like a good something like that, maybe. Anything we need to be cautious about actually with this approach? It's not that high. We have to the right, we have a bit of high ones and there's some mountains, but we should just go straight ahead and then enter a holding. So that should be fine. Elevation is only 29, it's quite close to the coast. Yeah, should be fine. Okay, we have the Unibud to runway 36. We'll cross the flight level 100, then descend to 3,700. And what's this one suggesting? 2,000. Okay, so let's see a bit how we kind of get down. We can put on the landing systems as well. Have that ready. We're now kind of turning into the final. Well, almost straight in approach. We'll do a bit of a twist and turn here. Nice with the boats, actually. Does that a bit of what do we say, realism, and makes the sim feel a bit more alive. But I wonder what their FPS impact is. Would be interesting to see.
Zulu, keep radar 4,000 feet or greater, proceed direct to Lutix. Lutix, maintain 1,000 or more, automotive 250 meters. Cover 1 mile Lima, proceed direct to Lutix.
Airwego 4003, you are 17 nautical miles south of the airport. QNH is 1019er, descend and maintain 2,700 feet cleared direct PIDIC, then cleared for the ILS Zulu approach to runway 36 at Sola Airport. Contact Sola approach on 119er.
Clear direct PIDIG. Okay, let's see, 2,700.
QNH is 1019er, descend and maintain 2,700 feet cleared direct PIDIC, then cleared for the ILS Zulu approach to runway 36 at Sola Airport approach on 119er.6.
Okay, we can just follow this for now. It's looking pretty good.
Approach on
we should have changed to the right QNH as well. I got a bit lazy in that regard.
Approach Airwego 400.
Medium auto brake.
To 2,700 feet.
We can arm that.
Airwego 4003, good afternoon.
And let's see. Yeah, looking good. Looks very nice with the photo reel. Maybe some clouds there though. But that's just because the source hasn't, or the source data hasn't cleared it out. So not the best look, but oh well. These should have come on at 10,000 feet. My mistake.
Airwego
And we'll put these on just to help with the workload a bit.
At Sola Airport, contact Sola Tower on 118.35.
Yeah, we can check with the cabin.
QNH is 1019er tower on 118.3. 5 Airwego 4003.
They want us at 2,700. We've kind of been cleared directly on tower frequency.
Tower Airwego 400. 3 inbound for ILS approach runway 36.
So maybe we can do 1,600 already on that.
Airwego 400. 3, good afternoon. Continue ILS to runway 36 call when established
I
on
think
final.
I'll fly it kind of manually.
Continue ILS runway
While still
36
following the
will
glide
call
slopes
when
of an ILS
established on
approach,
final
but
Airwego
not using the
400.
autopilot. I think I think that's what I'll aim to do. But let's see, let's take it baby steps. And we are gonna turn into final. And once we start turning, I am gonna activate the. So there's the runway. Let's add flaps 1 already. See if we can see those. Yeah, maybe they deployed quite quickly.
2,500.
We can put on or arm at least the approach mode. I'm gonna I removed the auto throttle. And I think we can drop the gear as well, so that should give us a bit of drag. Yeah, looks like it's coming down. Anything else? We are doing medium auto brakes, that should be fine.
Speed checked flaps 2.
We can do flaps 2, I think. Okay.
Speed checked flaps 3.
Let's try flaps 3. Let's gonna disconnect the autopilot. Seems like we're a bit off in terms of our... I mean, look at that. Well, maybe it will work. We're a bit fast. I think that's the main issue. Let's try to... And I actually realized I hadn't set up my joystick. So it's reacting with a bit of a delay. I'm not sure if that's good or bad actually. Okay, let's see. We're gonna add a bit of thrust. Okay, but let's just remember that. I just find it very hard on kind of the landing to get that right. I'm not sure what what type of sensitivity level you want. Do you want it to be high or low? Okay, we're kind of good. Airwego 4003 established on final.
Airwego 400, 3 winds are 308 at 3 knots. Cleared to land runway tree 6.
Okay, clear to land. I
Clear
don't
to
think
land
I've ever
runway
landed on this
tree
runway
6
in
Airwego
X-plane.
4003.
Well, let's see. Okay, we're going a bit. Almost at the minimums. Okay, this should be fine. It's not perfect, but it's not the worst either. We'll need to crab a bit to the right. 300. Continue. 200. Okay, are we gonna be... Okay, let's see. 100. Okay, let's see. Oh.
Airwego 400,
Okay.
3 exit runway when able.
Not the best, but
Report clear of active.
not the worst. But I need to have a look at those joystick settings. I think it was okay in terms of maybe around 300, maybe more. Let's see if we...
3,000 remaining.
Okay. Let's have a look. So it's saying 265, which I'm actually very happy about for this being my first landing with the A321 in X-plane.
Norway. The local time is 1:18.
We're gonna have a look at the replay as well to kind of assess.
Degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the
Okay,
seatbelt
let's
sign is
shut these.
when opening the overhead bin and items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for
Airwego 4003, ready to taxi.
Airwego 400, 3 contact SOLA ground on 121.75 for taxi clearance.
Ground on 121.75 for
Okay, it's
taxi.
open the flap.
Airwego 4003.
Let's start APU. Airwego 4003, ready to taxi.
Airwego 4003 taxi to stand 17 via Golf 3, Sierra.
Okay,
Taxi
stand.
to stand 17 via Golf 3. Sierra. Airwego 4003.
Golf 3. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure how aligned. This is a freeware of Stavanger that I found. Not sure who did it. It's from, I think it's an X-plane. It's either an X-plane 12 native or an X-Plane 11 port that works in. Well, there is stand 17, so I think we can just go to. Oh, it said G3, but I'm not sure if there actually is a G3. There might be one. No, it's 17. It's telling us. So I guess. I can't see a G3. I'm gonna do the 17 one. It says 17 on Pilot 280, even though they said. Oh no, sorry. Taxi via G3 to stand 17. That's what I'm missing about that interaction. But okay, that will do. Let's do the APU bleed. Auto thrust off. Yeah, that's what we wanted. I will turn here. Let's see if we see that guide that usually helps with the landing. This should be automatic, but can't see anything as of now. That's a bit of a bummer. Let's get kind of on the center line. We're not really now. We need to something like that, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now we can stop just about so we don't hit anything. Just about there. I will shut these. We'll go to idle. I will shut these nice engines. I'm gonna close Pilot 280C. I'm gonna submit the PyRep. Thank you for flying with Airwego mainstream. And we're gonna have a look at that because I wanna see. There we have a nice Wizz Air, I think, taking off. Guess the engines are shutting off. We can exit compass, I think. Let me see if we're getting the deboarding. Nothing as of yet. Anything else we need to do? Open the doors or similar? Is that something you would do? Here the joystick one. So usually I check a bit what it does. So it's 004. If you have a lot of dead band, yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe you can decrease it a bit. It's a bit hard to find the right setting. I felt that landing went okay though. Okay, let's see. So the deboarding is they were satisfied, so that's good. And flight 262, so very aligned with the compass. That's good to see. And now I think the last thing we just want to do is the let me see. Where do we have it? The replay mode. There we go. We do want to go back a bit. Let's see. I love the explain replay mode. It's very nice. So looking pretty good. I think it's like zoom level 15, so it's not the best. Or 14, not sure actually. But it's not the worst either. Okay, let's see the landing. I think we're able to crab just at the end. Yeah, looking pretty nice. Okay, let's see. I think here just at the end we're able to crab a tiny bit. Yeah, there. So I flared a bit too much, but I think it was overall pretty good landing actually. So I am very pleased with that. Very nice to see. I'll definitely accept that. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching. It was a bit of a longer video, 2 hours, but it was nice to get back into X-Plane and do a YouTube video showcasing the Toliss A321. Gonna do the Neo at some point as well. And yeah, let's see. I'll probably fly some P3D as well this coming week. I still have at least 1 week of vacation left, so gonna try to make the most of it. But thank you all for watching, and until next time, bye bye.